Right, good evening all. Welcome back to yet again another Train Sim Classic stream on Burke and Hans. Tonight we are joined by one of our usual guests, good old Mr. Oscar.
Yes, good evening. Good evening, everyone.
I think, as of the last stream, has now hit 1k subs. So congratulations, Mr. Oscar.
Yes, thank you. It's been, it took its time, but finally got there. Hopefully, I will release a one balance subscriber special soon. Yeah, I've got a plan for that. But anyway, yes, back to the stream.
Yes. So yeah, tonight we are, as I said, on Burke and Hans. And we have another suggestion that we're doing tonight. It is courtesy of Sam. I think we all expected that. One of Sam's suggestions, taking the Northern Belle from Bristol to Plymouth. However, the tour name, as Sam called it, was the Penzance Pioneers. Hence the name. To be fair, I do want to squeeze out like a 2 or 3 hour stream out of this, so we might actually go onwards. Yeah, I was going to do this last night. To be fair, I'm very busy. 3 days. Also, mine's gone dead. Anyways, we should probably jump straight into the action, shouldn't we, Oscar?
Yes, that would be a good idea.
We're running, well, barely on time because we're due off here a 1:15. But I need to get the key in, charge everything up, so we will be leaving late. Key in. Let's get the air building up. Yeah, no worries, Sam. Seemed like quite a nice idea, so we are doing it. Good old pair of 57s. So we are going to leave late, I'm aware of that. So, let's introduce the contest. So we have got a full Northern Belle set today, with 3 trailer standard open Mark IIs by West Coast. But yeah, other than that, everything is Northern Belle. So, 312 up front, Soloway Princess. This is now a GBF loco, temporarily on loan to GWR to cover for some of the 57s while they're under G. To be fair, haven't seen it in a while. We need more of the 312. Because we've had 2 nights now where the locos have broken down in Cornwall on the up. Dead serious, 602 broke down Wednesday night at St Austell on the up. And then last night, who wants to hazard a guess at where 603 decided it was going to break down? Want to hazard a guess, Oscar?
Was it St Austell again?
Nope. Closer to
Well,
Penzance.
oh wow, this is Churro. Churro, is that closer? Yeah.
It's closer, but no.
Is it even closer than that?
Even closer than Churro.
Oh, I'm trying to. Oh, no, you're getting me. I'm just trying to remember. Nah, I can't remember any more stations, so that's close as I got.
It was really early failure. It didn't even make it to St Earth. Deathly serious. It left Penzance on time and then arrived at St Earth at about 1 in the morning. So, you know, just your casual, what would that be? 3.25 hour stint to do God knows how far. Yes.
Yeah.
So come on, Oscar.
Oh, I don't know. If possible, would you mind sharing your screen?
Yes.
Don't worry if not.
Yes, yeah, well. Bear with me.
Thank you.
So we've got the 4 first opens on the front in Northern Bell livery. Then we've got a Northern Bell restaurant, or RMB, here in the middle, which is nice. And then, as I said, 3 TSOs on West Coast, 1 BSO in Northern Bell, and then a trailing 57, 57305, also currently on loan to GWR because the 57s are insert swear word here. Yeah, that says all it needs to. Oh yeah, 305 Northern Princess. We might avoid Western Sam, I think, because we first stopped Taunton. Let me have a look actually. Yeah, first stop Taunton. So yeah, we will avoid Western. Well, Sam, I might as well say, sorry I wasn't in your stream very long yesterday. I did try get back, and in fact, I got back as you finished. So yeah, wasn't very good timing by me. But yeah, sorry I wasn't in your stream for very long. In fact, I was on call with Max, and I was like, "Oh, Sam's live. Better quickly, you know, join in and just say hi, and then better go get chips." So yeah, sorry I wasn't in for too long. Anyways, just let people on, and hope we don't do what the locos love to do, and break down. So Oscar, I will share my screen in a minute once we've left Bristol.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
It's a bit laggy because there's a lot of trains here. Not sure, Sam. Is actually, before we continue, you know, one thing before we continue, share the screen to Oscar so he can see what's going on.
Thank you.
There we go. Let's job one done. Number 2, let's have a look what's here in Bristol. So 800,029 here on platform. Insert platform number here, platform 13. Just go to 14 halfway down. Nope, 14 doesn't exist. Okay. Yeah, waiting to work towards London or Gloucester or Cheltenham or Hereford or Mars, for all I really care. Yes, there is Sam. Can probably guess what that one is. We'll go over to that one in a minute. 43007 with a 2+8. This is, I think, the platform it was on for the farewell. Same formation as well. And 008 on the what is now the rear of the train. Ready to head off for Leeds. And we have 802.013, yeah, 802.013, which is the rear portion of a 10 car with 002 waiting to work to London. It's over here and not over here because it doesn't fit. So instead it's in the canopy. So that forms here. We have a 9 car, 800.320, waiting to work towards Cardiff or the West Country. Again, don't really know. And let's address the elephant in the room that Sam has eagerly noted. 57? Huh? Yeah, it's a very good 5. 37057. Barbara Arbin. Sat over here, dead with the tail lamp on it. Trains and Planes, good evening, how you doing? Yeah, it really is quite warm, isn't it now? I've noticed that today. So yeah, I've got my window open fully as well. I do have a fan next to me. I'm not turning that on because otherwise you'll be able to hear that on stream. But yeah, it is really quite warm, isn't it? What would you say, Oscar? Is it a bit warm for you?
Yeah, it's been about mid-20s the whole week, about 25, 26. So, it's going to get to 30 tomorrow, so that's going to be fun.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's going to be really fun. But then it's going to get cool down and get rainy with the sun. Yeah.
Sounds like fun for the Midlands.
I'm sure it will be.
Second heatwave, Sam. You're serious? On our second heatwave and we're mid-June. Wow, okay. Speaking of heat, there is now a nationwide steam ban in because, well, it's too hot even for steam locos. So Nunny Castle on tomorrow's English Riviera will be hauled by 2 diesels, one that's sat behind Nunny and then one that's on the back. So yeah, I'll be seeing that tomorrow, as well as 150, 219 and 238 back from refurb. Less said about them, the better. I'm not happy about them coming back in GWR. And not to mention, 219 is 4 months late. Wolver and Gemini are useless. Change my mind. Arlington need the shot with 150s because they know how to refurbish a train. Not Wolver and Gemini. I'll be honest. I'll put it this way, right? I have 6 150s that have now been refurbed. How many do you think were done first time correctly?
1.
Correct, Oscar. 216.
Oh, yay.
5 have been delayed and have come back with issues that the depot has had to rectify themselves. For example, 15202, the first one, corrosion damage or corrosion repairs were not carried out, was sent back for that to happen. 207 came back, corrosion work not carried out, has to go back. 216, fine. 261 came back, exterior was incomplete, the interior had the stickers the wrong way round, which was bloody incredible. Oh my god. And the interior, bearing in mind they weren't meant to touch the interior, reeked of silicone because they went in and decided to do whatever they want. So it came back and it was instantly on a heavy clean. It's not good. And now 219 is 4 months late, and 238 is late. Go figure. Anyhow, back to the stream. So yeah, 43098 Wharton Castle here. This thing is extremely rattly. Yeah, there's a rattle coming from the engine. According to Max, it sounds like it might be knock. So, potentially an engine replacement for Alton. On the rear is 004 Caerphilly, recently returned to service. And so is Tregenna, AK042. Right, good. Let's move onwards. Yeah, so that's right, yeah. 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 It's not great with the heat, is it? It's an absolute nightmare. I know half the time, you know, even in my room, say 10 o'clock, I'm here just absolutely melting. It's slightly better now. It's only 19 degrees. Oh my god. I think because my window's open, it's ventilating a lot better in here now. Yeah, fair enough, Sam. Yeah, diesel's alright if you don't have Flopsy or one of the GWR 57s. Because I think 602 and 603 are just overheating very, very early on. So they're just dying. And Flopsy decides, how about setting a light? Well, that's an over-exaggeration, but basically huge bang, won't take power, fire bell going off, coolant leaking out the loco. That was an amazing weekend for LSL. Anyways, shortly passing through Bedminster. Yeah, 37667. The Domino BR Green Sam, yeah. 521 still going though, which is good. Which is the flush front PR Green. Bit of Flopsy, I think, still out. In fact, Oscar, have you heard anything about Flopsy recently?
No. Not seen anything about it.
I might be done for then.
Yeah.
But yeah. Come on, go. There we go. Hold up. Pop mine down. Just boiling hot. This loco is buggered. But yeah, it's definitely been a busy week. As you know, you can probably tell because of 57 footage. I've actually got another video of a 57 which I haven't uploaded yet, which is 306 today. Yes, 306 is actually alive. It's been in Long Rock for 6.5 months. Other than Gemini styles of efficiency. But yeah, tomorrow's quite a day. Especially since not only is Nunny happening, obviously there's the refurb return happening, and something else. I'm keeping that entirely a secret. With another realm move that's happening tomorrow. Because I haven't seen the 153 in a bugger. As I say, I haven't seen this class for a while. So I'm trying to get a good shot. And then next week there's something else happening, which is publicly available info. But yeah. Pretty much 175s will be on test next week. Which is very unfortunate. 002 doing the first bit of Java training. So yeah. There's a lot happening next week. Yeah, you're right, Max. Well, if Lera's maintained them properly, then we're all fine. Yeah, how you doing, Max? Yeah. 110 and 13 miles, my god. So just me pinned in notch 1 for the next on those other. Yeah, back into good old 57, good old reliable. That's sarcasm. These are not reliable. Well, they are, if you discount 602, 3 and 4. Yeah, some by a long mile. I hate 47s. I don't like them. Some just boring at full power. Next thing is 025. I'm not even counting as FGW anymore. For me, it's not the right shade of blue. It's got new black headlight surrounds. It's not authentic FGW anymore. So FGW was done for, as far as like such. What I can say is, Wolver and Gemini better not get their hands on another one. I don't want any more late or botched, because it will be. It's so badly done. Perhaps, yeah. Mainline ones are just so boring. But personally, a Maybach or English Electric sounds so much better than Solza. And you know, when you put Solzas up against their nickname, Leaky Solzas, yeah, not great. Trains, planes, yes. We'll get a flyby past here at Yatton. Yeah, I very much agree, Sam. Not much better than you. What would you say, Oscar? Solza or English Electric?
Remind me of Solza?
45s, 47s, Cromptons.
Well, English Electric's just more kind of iconic. Like, just better sounding, really. Like, the Solza and the beat and the Cromptons, right? But ridden behind, well, outside those with the 37 is more distinct and it's kind of a better engine overall, really. Solza are just kind of a bit boring and plain. I think the 45 is right. Well, actually, the 45 won away. That is quite good. But they're definitely not as good. 37 is more growling.
Yeah.
English.
Yeah, I agree. And at the end of the day, EE is like a continuous, really aggressive engine note. Whereas, you know, you listen to a Solza at full whack, it's just a scream, that's it. You know. See, I'm very much pro English Electric. There's, you know, 40s as well. For me, 40, 50, 37, 52 if we're bringing a Maybach into that. You know. I know one of my driver mates who drives 57s says he personally, he's very much an English electric fan, but when looking at 57s, am I hearing bangs outside? Someone actually letting off fireworks. Have a look. Yeah, someone's letting off fireworks. Right, what for? Okay. Yeah, someone's genuinely letting off fireworks. I have no idea why. Is it like something special today that I'm just not getting? Or someone just letting off fireworks for the sake of letting off fireworks? I don't know. Yeah, I definitely agree there, Sam. Yeah, Souls are good on start, not for thrashing or reliability. Yeah, my driver mate who drives 57 says a 47 is more forgiving. You know, in a 57, if you break down, oh bugger, I'm done for. Yeah, apparently in a 47, it's more forgiving to you. If you fail, it's fine. It'll kind of, it won't penalise you as badly. Whereas apparently a 57 will really hurt you if it fails. So yeah, past there we went. Yeah, past Uphill Junction. Sorry, Well Junction. Sorry, Uphill's down there a little bit. Yeah, past Well Junction, which is where we would branch off if we're going out to Western. And as Sam says earlier, yeah, I'd pretty much only go up here if I was calling at Western. Either Milton or Supermare. All the way up there, I think. Yeah. There's Supermare. Yeah, I'd only really get there if I have to. Otherwise, I'll just slap on the avoider. Yeah, keep 100. Keep the speed up. Who's messaging me? That's 57s. That's Henry responded to. Let's keep going. Uphill Junction, where it would rejoin if we did go up to Western, but no. We've gone on the Western avoider, so let's swap it into notch 7. Okay, 87%. Yeah, let's go. Are you driving anything on train sim?
Yeah, still driving up to London with 43, 153 and 155. She just hasn't do Twyford now, so not too far away.
Okay, so have you recently gone past Reading then?
Yeah.
Does it go Reading to Twyford? Or is Twyford further on?
Reading.
Okay.
Oh no, Reading. Yeah.
Okay. So you on the fast on the way up then?
Fast, yes. Because, well, according to my timings, I was willing to leave at 10, but a bit late. But oh well.
Yeah, that could be a bit cheeky and tell you slight little workaround you can do on that, which is you can push it to 130, but your ATP will scream at you if you go over 27.
Yeah, I got 28 and Mick turns to 129 now. Hey, what the fuck? Said it's flashing me, Max. What, Max? Oh, I'll slow down. But yeah, so it was, but I was gonna. Yeah.
So we're now well past Western. Next station is no idea. Highbridge, I think. Is it Highbridge? If it's not, that's really embarrassing. Yes, it is. This is my region. If I don't know it, that's embarrassing. And then, good old Bridgewater. And then, yeah. Listen, personally, I don't like route building. It's very complex. But yeah, so it's fair enough. Yeah, it's not very easy to make routes in train sim. It's annoying. It's very difficult to model, very difficult to reskin, very difficult to route build. So one thing TSW has over TSC, and that's reskinning. So much easier in World than it is in Classic.
The actual part of reskinning, I think, well, I know it's more annoying than trying some classic. I think when you actually get into paint up and I think it's easier.
I suppose so.
But it's like I can just write something on the side in whatever font. If I want to write GWR and change a mark livery or something classic, it will take me 2 seconds. But tracing, and you can import a lot of stuff with tracing classic, just copy and paste them in. I think the actual reskin mode, like, you get better reskin in classic, but Trenton World's a million% easier, and I wish there'd be something like that for Trenton World.
Yeah.
No, other way around, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and also one reskin I'll probably have to do it at some point. I will need your help for it though, because you are literally the reskin god. You know 604?
What? Yeah, I do know.
Cause,
Sounds
yeah, because I'd have to paint the plows yellow, and then just want to like repaint the front and things. For personal use, of course.
okay.
And then, somewhat reskin the other GWR ones. So GWR on the front, red number plate, red nameplate, and then all the Penzance jargon, whatever. That's a pain though, isn't it? Obviously, we're going to try model a new one, but that very quickly went out the window, didn't it?
Yeah.
Although that was with Henry. But yeah, it's so difficult. Right over a track joint. Trains, good evening, how you doing? God, this thing's crap. It's limited at 100. Bloody crap thing this is. Can't even get to 110. Just kidding. I love a good 57. Very nice trains. What were you driving? Yes, although I'd argue the 20s in TSW, the 20s in TSW are definitely better than the ones in Classic. Personally, I think, yeah. They are sort of a nightmare, but, yeah. Yeah, it's true, Sam, but then again, they're E-type ones, I think, so only 1,000 horsepower per loco. They're not very powerful. Very nice trains and planes. Yeah, they do sound quite awesome, don't they? Especially at speed, as you say. Some branch at Newton trains. I'll look on the map in a minute. Was it single track from platform 3? Because if it was a single track one, that is down to Heathfield. The line's actually collapsed down there now, as of a storm last year. Yeah, last use of that I think was for logs about 10 years ago. Yeah, I don't do Heathfield much anymore. Well, didn't do a lot to begin with. Yeah, it's not the most interesting, is it? Oh, it's Bridgewater. I can see a cat. And some FNAs and another cat. So we'll see on the Bridgie Flasks today. One loaded, one unloaded. Top and tails. So I got 9 and Mark 32. Very nice. With the new flashes as well, as they're called, I think. Oh, they're real life trains. Nothing rail related anymore, I don't think. It's a very good question. What's up there? From being around there, I actually don't know. I'll have to have a look at Google Maps trains. I'll have a look in a minute actually, and see what's actually up there. I genuinely don't know. I should know, but I don't. I'll have a look in a minute. I think it's some industry. I think. We will be calling it Taunton Train. Sam, yeah. So Sam totally did not almost just call you Trains then. But no, yeah, we will be calling it Taunton Sam, yeah. As per the schedule. Yes, and Exeter. Thank you very much, Trains and Planes. Yeah, I do try keep it interesting. But yeah. So yeah. 60020 and 008 on the flasks. It's so the base 57 trains is the -0 off the Steam store. And this specific, well, the -3s are off. I think they're off Vulcan. No, I'll have a look now. I know the GWR ones are off Vulcan. They're 6 as you see me use. I know those are off Vulcan, but you do need the 57-0 Freightliner one. And yeah, the Northern Bell ones as well. Why has our brain just gone dead? Yes, Northern Bell ones are also on Vulcan trains. But you will need the so you will need the base 57-0 Freightliner before any of these will work. But the sound pack is discontinued off AP. The bass sounds aren't awful, but not amazing. XTP, that's a trains. Godo 2O. I'm just gonna coast a bit here so I can have a look actually what's up the Team Grace line. So you have empty Tums partway up, by where they did some login. And then further up you've got Team Grace Lock. I think a small village as well. And even further up you've got Ventford Basin. And is that where the line? Yeah, that's where the line comes to an end now. But all the way up the end, looks like it's now become a quarry. Trains all the way up the top. So yeah, not a lot there now. And I say it has collapsed as well. It's collapsed between Newton and Empty Tums, a little way up. It's all completely gone now. Tracks, I think they've cut the tracks that were hanging, so yeah. They've taken out the junction at Newton now as well. Yeah, definitely trains. Yeah, I love them. I love to see them do like 57 zeros and sixes. Zero pack and then 3 and 6, which is smart enough. I love them to do that. 47, I'm not personally bothered about 47s, but you know. Yeah, I'd say so, Sam. Yeah, you could say it's things that need desperate sound improvements. Yeah, 2 37 packs, trains and planes, yeah. And obviously 50s, 87s, 90s, and everything. Oh yeah, I definitely do agree on that, Sam, yeah. The base one sounds... insert swear word of choice here. Yeah, not amazing. Oh, Coglow Junction. Worst place for a 57. And... kaboom. No power, no nothing. In fact, the place where 605 had quite a bad failure was actually on this underpass here. I think it was like right here. It just went bang. Black smoke out the exhausts. No power, no nothing. Luckily, we've still got power. Because these 57s cannot fail. Unless I run out of fuel. Yeah, Flopsy blew up about here. Yeah, Cocklow Junction plus summer equals a train's worst nightmare. Wouldn't you agree, Oscar?
Yes.
It's definitely
Probably.
scary how many trains have blown up here. Bearing in mind, only in about 5 months. It is now trains, yeah. But back in, like, very old DRS days, it was a Northern Belt one. And then it went into DRS corporate, and now it's DRS debranded. Yeah, now we're DRS. No, Now a DRS loco? Where am I getting that from? But yeah, now a GBRF loco. So yeah, it's now just, yeah, plain blue. So not too far from Taunton now. There's dogs barking outside. Anki Lever 100. Good evening, how you doing? And thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. I'm not going to bother putting on power now. I'll just shut off entirely, let it roll. There's a 60 upcoming. £61.5 miles, fine. I'll just let the speed naturally bleed off for a minute then.
Right, just arriving into time to platform 3.
Very nice.
BW.
Not the full thing trains, no. I have not the MML one that will connect, just the base Derby, Notts and Leicester. But no, I don't have the full thing, so yeah, I don't have an opinion on it, particularly. Yeah, I've only got Derby to Notts and Leicester. That's all I've got with the MML. That part's quite good, but I don't have an opinion on the rest of it, unfortunately. Now approaching our first station stop of the evening. Welcome to Taunton. Change here for the West Somerset Railway. Well, for buses to Minehead. Yeah, fair enough, trains. The Great Western Main, or Western Main Lines, is quite a good route, although it is very, very much outdated how it is now. And I'd say Sheffield counts as being on the MML. But yes, the pacer. I knew that would get noticed. So yeah, LSL's 143. No, 143? Wow, what 143? 142003. Sat here, not doing a whole lot. Yeah, Buster Minehead, the equivalent pacer to Norden. Yeah. I suppose you could say it's a bus to the West Somerset, couldn't you? Well, hang on. No, it could technically be a bus to Minehead. Northern one, yeah, is a ex-Northern trains, yeah. I think. Hello 60. And hello ZZA Snowplow. Yeah, these are ZZAs. I think there are still a few knocking around at Taunton. The good old, I have to isolate my TPWS if I have these, because, you know, if this resets the track circuit, RIP TPWS. But yeah. Good old pacer, isn't it? Change here for a bus service to Minehead. Welcome to said bus. I like how, you know, just casually arriving. Oh yeah, there's an IET. Pacer! But yeah. Hello 800 305. No one cares about you. Everyone cares about the pacer. Wouldn't you agree, Oscar? Reject the IET, go back to bit of BREL.
Of course, that is the well, obvious choice thing. Everyone would do that.
Reject pacer. No. Reject IET. Embrace pacer. Boring ride. Fairground ride. You know, in these, it'll get you from point A to point B when it wants to. This will get you from point A to point B, bouncy castle style. You know. Yes, that's true, trains, yeah. Based off 1930s LNER tenders. Personally, I think it's new ones. They're a bit lower. Basically like half the size of this. Or half the height of this. Because these you actually have to lean out to look at. Whereas with the other ZZAs, they're like down at the top of that. So if you're driving, you can see over it. Yeah, you could say that, Sam, yeah. Point A to point B in style. You know, yeah, they'll get you from point A to point B. I mean, they're boring. I've been on an IET today. I have never had such a boring trip, ever. Honestly, well, good thing the aircon worked in the coach I was in, because the next coach down, sorry passengers, there's been an aircon failure in coach B. Useless. Absolutely useless. Pace on the other hand, no air conditioning to fail, but a very good fairground ride. Yeah, I'm very much the same trains. They were quirky. They're very, very quirky trains. You know, obviously having the step here, and the fact that they have one axle per, yeah, basically 2 axles per coach. It's basically 4 wheels, which meant these were excruciatingly painful to listen to. If you want a good example, just search up Class 143 Exodus and Davids. Yes. Well, I wouldn't advise watching that if you like your eardrums. But if you don't care, it's sure to get rid of them. Oh yeah, very much, Sam. Yeah, nowhere near same experience on like a boring heritage line. In fact, I'll be driving one on PVR in October, I think it is. You know, that's just like what, 25 max, like you say. So, you know, it's going to be an experience, but a bit boring. It's not the same thrill as, you know, mainline or anything. Sounds about right, trains, yeah. You leave people with crappy trains. Yeah. Wow. So that's quite impressive. Listen to a pacer squeal on max volume. Because, you know, they weren't good at Exeter. They were quite bad on that curve. So that is impressive. Yeah. Let's go. What would you say is your favourite pacer? Out of 140, 141, 142, 143, or 144?
Well, you got kind of the 142, 143, which kind of like the classic. Really. The 141's. It's the 141's kind of like the prototype, kind of. They got one at the middle rail button. That's quite interesting, to be fair. But I'd probably really say 142, really.
Yeah, fair enough. Just by the way, just pretend all these JNAs are high output ballast cleaners. Just pretend they are. But yeah, I'd say for me probably 143, because that's, well, even though there were 142s down here in my lifetime, I've mostly known 143s for, you know, a good part of my life. So And we have another plough here as well. Yeah, fair enough, trains. I think the only thing that lets them down is they were built by CAF and they don't have the best reputation at the moment. I think because Oscar, they built the Mark Vs, didn't they? CAF.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, they were known for cracking, weren't they, on TPE? I think they were at least. So very much not a fan of CAF, but yeah, no, 175, 175s. Oh God, no, they're not them. 195s. Their engines do actually sound quite good. I will give them that. And also going off at 331s, their traction motors are wacky. They sound actually quite nice and pull off. Yeah, fair enough, trains. When I'm back up north, I might have to have a ride on a one sub. My brain's just insisting on calling the 195s the 175s. They're two very different trains. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, next time I'm up, in the north, might have to take a ride on the 195 some and get my own opinion on them. Speaking of 175s, I did mention this earlier. They're testing next week. My first full week off, and I'm greeted with 175s. Don't worry, there'll be some videos of them testing. How's a crap they are, honestly. As you can tell, I'm so enthusiastic to be filming 175s. I'm pretty sure they've not even started one up for like 1.5 years. Oscar, when were 175s drawn? Was it last February?
Last February. Let's have to. I thought it was end of 23.
Let me have a look.
I might be wrong. Probably I'm wrong. But
They were withdrawn. Yeah, by the end of 23. So it has actually been 1.5 years. Oh no, February 23. Okay, so it's been over 2 years. I just poked myself in my eye. Amazing. Yeah. So they began withdrawing in February 23, finished by the end of the year. So yeah, basically 2 years. And all they're doing at the moment is just, oh yeah, whack them on the back of 08641 and just play pass the parcel with them. Just playing you know, pass the parcel with 175s are an error. You know, moving them from the storage line to road 4 to road 8 to road 2 to road 6 or something. That's all we've been doing. They've not actually run under their own power in like 1.5 years. So God knows what Monday's gonna look like. I dread to think. Is it one of the ones at Long Marston trains? Because I have seen a few have gone to a few have been to, where is it? Loughborough. Supposedly to go to Chiltern. So it might not be too long till 21 is back out on main trains. Let me have a look. Which ones were the ones? Destination trains, planes. Which ones are the ones to go to? There we are. Bloody advert. There's 2 adverts. Okay. That's a good question, Trains. What will happen to the plates? My best guess is when the time comes, the plates will come off and they'll be returned to TPE or auctioned off if TPE don't want them anymore. So, yeah. That's my guess. To be fair, they probably will just be auctioned off because I wouldn't imagine TPE of any need for them. Right, here we go. Which ones was it? 22, 30 and 32. From Long Marston to Loughborough. So yeah, trains. Yeah, it doesn't look like 21's left Long Marston yet. But yeah, it might be going to Loughborough soon. That's what I'm going to say. Well, trains, not to, you know, get hopes down or anything, but plates go for a lot of money. The castle set plates, as they're slowly being sold off at auction, some of them are going for like 8 grand. So yeah, not to get hopes down or anything, trains, but if the plates do go to auction, they go for a lot of money. Is all I'm going to say. Not 800,000 trains, just, yeah, 8 grand. In fact, let me do a little bit more Googling. Railway auctions. How much did a castle set plate go for? I'm deeply scared. Results from July. Here we go. Wow, okay. So, wow. Okay. You know the silver GWR logo trains, the stainless steel one. It's on a few. 005s came off when the logo was stripped for spares and scrapped, and just the GWR alone has gone for 1,600. And let's find a castle set plate. Red arrows, £2,000. A pair of Desilux horns, 360 quid. Yeah, here we go. Caldecott Castle, 43029, 4200. Lidford, £4,000. Powderham, 4800. So yeah, not to get your hopes down or anything, trains, but if we look at what some of the GWR Castle plates went for at auction, we're looking around £4,500. Righto, Sam. Have a good rest of your evening, and once again, thank you very much for the suggestion. If you have any more, feel free to drop them into the comments or anything, and we'll most likely form an upcoming stream. Yeah, loving the suggestion so far, so thank you very much, Sam. Have a good rest of your evening. It's per plate, trains, so yeah, that's just for one plate. Just for one. So yeah, if anything, it's really expensive for what you get. Just a standard aluminium plate. So yeah, no, it's just one, not for both. Fair enough, trains. Hope to see you in the next stream or video. Have a good rest of your evening as well. So where have you got to on your run?
Not far away from our first stop already. We're not half an hour behind, but we should make it up. We have to go all the way down to Minehead this evening, this evening and into early morning.
This is a thing. Yeah. One thing about you, you're always very much into like very late night, early morning runs, aren't you?
Yeah, I tend to do that a bit with the sleeper and whatever you classify it as. Charter actually is what I prefer as, but well, it just depends when I've got not much to do really, obviously. Definitely. on my Friday night bouncing it down. So yeah, I'll probably Monday. I could potentially do one to do the whole like sleeper, or it just depends because I don't so like sleep. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. The overrace in Penzance. It's like I could possibly do that. Then I'll depend. But yeah, I might do it at the holidays. I don't need to worry about being absolutely shattered for the next 5 days. But yeah.
So I've just had a look at the sleeper. You want to have a guess how late it is?
95 minutes late.
No, 13 late, St Austell. Let's see if it manages to pull away. It's off Penzance 10 late. That actually scares me. That scares me that it just seems to be getting late. So, thing is, this isn't even a GWR one tonight. In fact, no, it is, isn't it? GWR have taken ownership of 301, I believe. So, are we actually going to get a month where our trains don't decide, I'm too tired for this, I'm going to just break down because that's funny? I mean, definitely serious. Can we just get a train that can run, please? I won't be able to have a look at the down beds yet. They've not left. Wow. 604's dropping onto the beds at Plymouth, though, as booked. So, fingers crossed, it makes it to London. I don't know what confidence I have. How's a down doing?
Well, that's still half 45 minutes of making the Liverpool planes.
Oh my god.
So,
Sorry, so go on, what you could say.
well, the down leaves Paddington in 45 minutes.
Yeah. It's 6:03 on the down though, which actually scares me. That fails. I think that failed last night. Yes, it did actually. It failed last night with an overheat. That's terrifying that it's running then. Okay. Everything's fine, I think. I don't think everything's alright. I think we're going to have another 5 Hotel 17. If you don't get that reference, think about what it spells. Yeah. You know that joke, don't you? 5 Hotel 17.
I'm trying to think. I was going to say 5 Hotel 17, 5 Hotel, 5 Hotel O. Then I was trying to think of W, but I don't know what was W.
I've just sent you what it means.
Yeah, a classic. Just trying to think something for. I don't know. Anyway, I'm ready at last. Ready, lovely.
Right, time to now hammer it through TV. Get myself down to Exeter. I'd rather not. Exeter's not amazing of a place. And YouTube, why are you buffering my stream? OBS, why are you getting frame drops? No, OBS is not dropping frames apparently. It's YouTube having a seizure. Okay, normal. Time to hammer it through TV. And another whistle board. Weird man. Stream status poor. Serious issues that need attention. There's nothing I can do about that. YouTube just decides no. Okay, what the hell? My mic. Okay, can we go just 5 minutes? Just 5 minutes is all I ask. Right, working currently. Please. Good, the mic's working. Right. Where are you near an Oscar?
Well, I left Reading, so just past Tilehurst. So yeah, next stop is Swindon.
Right, fair enough. Being honest, if you asked me to drive that section now, between Reading and Bristol, I would not have a Scooby what the hell I'm doing. What a clue. So, yeah. Let's just say, not a Scooby what I'm doing on that section. Thing is, Oscar, I'd probably say you're more familiar with it than I am.
Tried it a few times. I don't know massive. I don't know every station. I don't know like the exact times between each station, but I know approximately kind of everything is how long it takes to get everywhere.
I've not got a Scooby.
Yeah, this route is quite big. It's quite. It takes a while to learn everything.
All I know along there is you've got Swindon, Didcot, Chippenham, Bath, if you're going down via Bath, or Bristol Parkway, and you just belt it down to Temple Meads. Amtrak 2016, good evening, from UK time. Yes, how you doing? On this fine Friday evening in the UK. Put the window open a little bit. Oh. Just cool down the cab a little bit. I just need to remember at some point to actually shut these windows again. A bit of point of view from the Suckerman side. Very nice here, actually. Yeah. So what would you say is your favourite loco that involves an EMD engine?
EMD.
59s, sheds, 57s, 69s.
Yeah, those type of engines. To be honest, I do really quite like the 69. I think they're quite great. I can't say much about the 59. I've never seen a 59. I've seen so many 66s. They're quite good 66s. I do quite like them.
Fair enough.
57s. Seen a few 57s. I do quite like the 57s. But I always quite like the 69 variant. I don't know why. But like.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think.
maybe it's their number, but I think I like the liveries they're putting into quite. But I don't think that's the question really. But 57 is probably, to be honest.
Yeah, I think for me it's probably 57. I don't have a favourite. I like 59 or 57s because GWR sleeper. I'm a little bit biased. Because obviously, 57s are well known for that, and the occasional ROG drag. 66s are just extremely useful. 59s, I've seen a good few. I quite like 59s. They sound better than sheds. They can pull more than sheds. Just in general, the Dash Zeros with their funky, like the headlights in the middle, and then the markers and tails on the side. So you know that layout
For the 57.
on the 59.
59.
The Dash Zeros.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite wacky, and yeah, and 69s are quite good in a way as well. You know, being rebuilt grids. They don't sound too bad. They have a lot of special liveries. I'd say they've got, well, if you look at the fleet, there's a lot of special liveries. You've got 001 in like a American, English, well, the flags obviously. 002 in BR large logo. 4 in, what is it, an RTC livery, I think. 5.
Yeah, that's a weird livery. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 in BR green. 7 in BR blue. Is 8 in anything special?
8 is normal. That's 9's in the Western concert.
That's true. 10's normal, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's where my most favorite is. 11, I believe, is in something. No, 11's not.
I don't know what 12
Right, I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look this is. Oh, I know 12. It's that weird kind of green thing, the jiggy.
Oh,
weird.
yes. Yeah, Falcon. Yeah, Falcon.
Yeah.
That's quite nice.
Right. Right.
What else?
69010. Oh no. Oh, that's. Oh, okay. No, that's. When I say that's. Yeah, 69010 is standard. I believe 69011 is also just standard GBRF.
Yeah, 12's
Yeah, 011.
Falcon.
And 13's the men.
Andy's Man. Oh,
What?
yeah, Andy's Man Club.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
14 is that kind of that weird livery based off that Russian train or whatever it is. The weird yellow.
Oh, the MD Progress Rail one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That's alright actually. Everyone thought that was Kestrel, but no, it's EMD Progress Rail.
Oh, 15 doesn't exist.
It does. It
Yeah.
just it's well, 16's
Well,
just jumped it in the painting stage.
yeah.
And then 16 is the BTP one.
Yeah.
BTP. It's a love-hate relationship, I think, on the railway.
Yeah.
You know, there's reasons why they're very much not liked. But then, you know, they've got their positives and their negatives. But I would say the negatives far outweigh the positive, unfortunately. I say that because BTP are very renowned for very slow reaction times, never having enough officers, just in general, not, you know, how do I say this? They're very late to some incidents. For example, there was one at Exeter. I don't know if I've told you this, Oscar. I might have. Did I tell you? You know Exeter platform 1 and 3?
Yeah.
God, they are. I'll be honest, they were hopeless. You know, and that's, in a way, being quite nice in there. Someone was in between in between the tracks for 1 and 3. The BTP are there on platform 1, right? Right where the incident was happening. Perfect place to respond. Guess how long it took them to respond?
20 minutes.
Half an hour. So, for me, the BTPs are a very love-hate relationship. They're not exactly, say, someone you can rely on. You know, I'm very much not a fan of BTP. Because I say that once there was an issue at Newham. I have actually uploaded the footage from that night. It was 69005's down. Someone might remember the video. Have a look. Because I remember it. I don't know that I remember it either. Yeah, 1st of April the video was up. It was towards the end of March. Some woman came up, harassed me and my mates. For no apparent reason. BTP were called. Apparently they were going to try meet the woman at Plymouth. Never went through. And, you know, not very much on the useful side. Thing is, you're not allowed to ring Devon and Cornwall either, because that's not technically their responsibility. It's the responsibility of BTP. Not to mention about BTP as well, very, very poorly stationed. there's been talk of, I think, putting a base to them in Newton, so they're better, positioned when they needed around, say, Newton, Penzance, because currently they're based at Exeter or Plymouth. So it's talk of, let's base them at Newton, and you can, correlate better with incidents. Down the Riviera line. It's never happened. Yeah. Anyways, we're now approaching Exeter. Our final stop for then express to Plymouth. So now we're getting into the place where I drive very frequently, between Exeter and Plymouth. Obviously been further today, which is a good thing. There's nothing in the back of depot. Well, there might be actually. Arriving for platform 4. Throughout? No. I'll go 6 through on it, yeah. Right, so we'll stop here for a minute and then we'll get on down for Britain's Ocean City again. So a good amount of stuff here as well. Run through that in a minute. Right, we're now Exeter. So before I release the doors, have a look around here, see what's here. The elephant in the room, let's say. 57604 Penzance. Stopped at this end of the platform light because it was route learning on Wednesday. Stop platform 5, probably up here at the top. So, as such, it's there. 312 and 604, much closer locos now, often, working together. 158952, ready to work to Penzance. Got 604, ready to work back to Lara. 952 to Penzance. 158766 to Oakhampton or Barnstable, as well as Oakham and Goldacre, 37, 4 and 8, with the closest we can get to Caroline, ready to work back towards Guildford. Over on 8 we have 802 003, ready to work up towards Cardiff. Is there nothing in the depot? No, empty sheds today. Not a bad stop for me, actually. 57 Haven. Spad. Category A. Oh, God's sake. Category A. Just driver error. It's a good sound though. I don't believe it. We just had a category A. Bloody spad. Oh well. It's a West Coast tour, it's normal for them. Because if people don't know, West Coast have a very good history of spadding. Right. That is certainly my fault. That's my fault for category A. We've now got the road. I'm keeping an eye on that road. I don't trust it. Now you can revert to danger. There we go. That's how you're meant to do it. Can't believe it. I can't bloody believe it. Just had a category A spat. On stream as well, how embarrassing. Slipping? Why am I? and slam in the power. I have to be so careful now. I've just had a category A. That is not good if I'm spadding. I shouldn't even be driving if I'm going to spad. It's not due to tiredness. It's not due to that. Wow. Let's try not have another category A. You agree, Oscar?
Yeah, it would, probably help.
Preferable to not have another category A spad. Must hang my head in shame after that. It's not good. And here I am saying, oh yeah, I can drive a 57. Yeah, but I can't check my signals, can I?
I'll be back in a second.
Okay. The thing is, that spad wasn't even distraction. So non-stop all the way to Plymouth. Not stopping at Newton. Not stopping anywhere. Let's just send it all the way.
Down.
Where are you at now, Oscar, on your run?
Well, this London, we're about halfway between I can tell you, we're just going over the Walton Bassett Junction, the split off to go down by Bristol. Well, yeah, go down
What's in Bassett?
Bath Spa, and then or to Bristol. Going over that junction, it splits the two lines.
Alright, where are you going then? Via what's it called? Parkway or Bath?
Yeah. Bath Spa, okay. Right. And then it'll be Bristol, and then France from Taunton up to Michael, where I shall finish. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of miles up to 43 from 305. We should have a look from Lara the other week. Bristol to Bristol on the side. Bristol to London Paddington, London Paddington to one prediction. I'm gonna make a prediction of how many miles that is. I've got no clue. I'm going 180. 180. Back on miles.
Slow down for 75. I could drive with some sleep. It's 20 to midnight again. You know what? We will terminate early at Newton. So that'll bring us just past midnight. So it's fair enough, Oscar. We'll terminate a bit early.
Oh, yeah, that's probably alright.
Just saying that because I could have a very long day ahead of me tomorrow. You know, potentially going up to 8. It's gonna be good fun. Yes, I've been driving for about 3 hours. Actually, no. Didn't leave till 13:15. Okay. So I've actually been driving for the last just over an hour. Lovely. Then again, I've frequently been doing screenshots. So, there's that. Approaching 1:45. I'm tired. Blimey. Been up since 9, so I've been nearly up for about 15 hours. Did not sleep well last night either, actually. So, doing well. Proceeds all the way through. I'll go in this platform 1 and say the points welded it there or something. I've put some trains down in Plymouth. Won't actually see any of them, but yeah. News is desolate. Yeah, I did put some stuff down in Plymouth. Won't see that tonight though. That's fine. You can always do a stream going. We're taking this down to Plymouth. Or Plymouth and or Penzance. Or maybe even back to, I don't know, Reading. Good day. So what we'll do in that case is take off 305 and put 604 on. So I'm going to give 604 a good run. Right. Good old Dawlish. And the crossing's been taken out, in reality. We're joint through it. I think that actually is in real life. Is there another one? No, I don't think so. I've had to enter the first of 4 tunnels. Location update, Oscar. Where are you now?
Just left Chippenham. Yeah, next stop, Wishful Temple Leave, where we head, so still got a bit to go, but not 2 weeks.
Fair enough. Guessing you're not booked at Bath Spa this time round?
No, stopping actually at Bath Spa this time, which, well, saves me an extra 2 minutes, I guess.
That's out the last tunnel, which I don't remember the name of. We will shortly be passing Teignmouth. Getting a bit warm again. 18 degrees still. We started the stream 2.33 hours ago, pretty much dead on. It was only 19. 2 hours later, we've not gone down by a lot. How warm is it up there, Oscar? In the good old Midlands.
Warm, I don't know exactly, but I'll have to find out for you. It's quite cool, to be honest. It's quite cold, actually. I'll tell you how warm it is. I'll guess about 12 degrees. Have a look at what the weather says. The weather says it says it's 19 degrees.
Wow. Fair enough.
So yeah, it's meant to get up tomorrow. There's a weather warning apparently because it's apparently 30 degrees is simply too hot to survive in. Then luckily it does cool down nicely next week. Only really getting, highest it gets is 23, so I guess it's quite nice really. The thing is, annoyingly, up here, I don't know if it's the same down where you are. It's not, the mornings are alright, they're quite cool, it's quite nice. Things that you get, it always becomes its hottest around 3, 4 o'clock. So that's a nightmare. But yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, I've just had AWS. I'm trying to pull the air down to nothing. At £10 per square inch, main res. At 5. Right, I've got nowhere in the chamber. In the main res. Nothing. Let's wait for that 3 build. Compressor is very much at work. But the main res is low because I partially killed all the main res anyway. Wipers would actually work now. Don't need that much air. Just guessing you've got good main res in your HSGs at the moment.
Yeah, everything's actually supposed to go quite well, to be honest. It's surprised, because usually something goes dramatically wrong, such as, oh, such as the train tries to kill me. Which, sorry to have to unlock room.
Just put on the parking brake for a minute. Until all the air's built back up. Sit back and relax for a minute. Until the main res has come back. Wasn't too high anyway. Alright. Now, can I write a midnight announcement before my main res rebuilds? It's naturally come a little bit. Nearly at 4 main res. Should be up to about 80 or 90, I think. Probably won't get all the way there. Bogey's nearly entirely dropped, just a bit more out to build. Compressor's still going to keep going. Compressor's still going, but I can now obtain. I have obtained a full brake release. Midnight announcement's pretty much written. A brake release, yay. Took a little minute. We'll arrive in Newton after midnight and there's someone on the tracks. Amazing. And good morning. It is now Saturday. Yippee. Right. Through Timoth. Final station will pass through, we'll terminate at Newton.
Yes, good morning.
Indeed. House Poly steps. Plat 1, we'll terminate Plat 1. We'll leave it there. Start where the new marks are. Lovely. And key out. Let's back details. That's it. Oh, good enough. I'll set down Newton. And so the concerts will stay. What's that? Shut the engine down. We'll stay at Plymouth. Oh, stay here at Newton. Took hard notice. Put on parking brake. There's nothing else to do. So that, we'll move into the outro screen. We'll still get the miles in a second. Oscar location updates now on your run to Minehead.
Well, actually, literally just arriving into Bristol Templemead platform 15.
Very nice. 15. Is that the furthest one from the canopy?
Yeah, all the way to the furthest, yeah.
On train sim. I want to know my bloody miles. How many miles I've done. Okay, so a bit different for tonight's outro music. There we go, 95 miles. Bristol to Newton. 154 kilometres. Not awful. It's a good set of miles for basically 2 and 2/3 of an hour. Right, anyhow. That stream done. Next stream 286. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I genuinely have no idea. Probably trucking. I have no idea. No idea. So that's good fun, isn't it? I'll think of something. I'll think of just something random to do, and then that's what we'll do. I want to probably go into a different game though. Yeah. Probably like trucking or something. I don't know. So, yeah. That's that. It's into a good old outro. Do you want to do the Oscar or should I?
I don't mind. Do it if you want.
Yeah, I'll do the outro again. So in the description down below, there's a link to 4 servers. My new, my old one, new and old one, and Oscar server, as well as Henry server. Feel free to join any of the 4. However, please note you need to be 13 or above to join, as per Discord terms of service. Feel free to like and subscribe as well. Feel free to like to tell me that you like what we do here, and subscribe so you never miss the stream or video, and help this channel towards the goal of 500 subs by, what was it? September, I think it was. Also subscribe to Oscar, as he has been tonight's guest. You can find him in the description down below. The ad doesn't work. He's also in the friends part of the channel page. So yeah, go show him some support for being tonight's guest. I'm done for tonight. You've got a bit more to do, haven't you, Oscar?
Oh yeah, a bit more, but not a massive amount really.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, that's me done. Yeah, thank God. I'm just finished tonight. Finished. So on that glorious note, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next stream or video. Carl, hope to see you there.